Every word you speak carries a creative force far greater than most people realize. Words are not mere sounds. They are seeds sown into the fertile soil of the universe. When you speak positively, when your words are aligned with faith and intention, they begin a subtle but powerful process of manifestation. Imagine each word as a tiny seed released into the air, containing within it the potential to grow into a visible outcome. Just as a gardener plants seeds with care, knowing that water, sunlight, and time will bring a harvest, your words, spoken consciously, contain the blueprint for your reality. The universe does not distinguish between wishful thinking and deliberate affirmation. It responds to the energy behind the words. Therefore, if you utter words of fear, lack, or limitation, you are planting seeds of struggle and scarcity, which will eventually manifest in your experience. Conversely, if your words are affirmative, if they carry confidence, expectation, and gratitude, you are planting seeds of prosperity, health, love, and success. This principle is not metaphorical. It is a law that operates with precision and consistency, though its mechanisms may be invisible to the physical eye. When you speak with intention, you are not merely expressing a thought. You are issuing a command to the creative forces that govern life. Each utterance reinforces a pattern in the subconscious mind, which acts as the soil in which your words grow. The subconscious mind does not reason or doubt. It accepts the words you speak as truth and works tirelessly to bring them into manifestation. Therefore, repeated positive affirmations strengthen your inner belief and gradually shape the circumstances around you. Silence or negative self-talk is equally potent, but in the opposite direction. The universe mirrors the inner state of your mind, and your spoken words are the most immediate reflection of that state. By choosing your words carefully, by speaking with clarity and purpose, you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the outcome you desire. This alignment accelerates the manifestation process because it removes internal contradictions that create resistance. Furthermore, the spoken word has a vibrational frequency. Words infused with confidence, faith, and gratitude resonate with the abundant energies of the universe, attracting like energies back into your life. Negative words, on the other hand, resonate at a frequency that draws scarcity, delay, and difficulty. Consider the examples in everyday life. People who habitually complain, criticize, or express fear often encounter obstacles that reinforce their negative expectations, while those who affirm possibilities, express confidence, and speak of success often find doors opening where none seemed possible. The principle is simple, yet profound. What you speak, you draw. What you declare, you embody. By mastering your words, you take control of the creative forces in your life, directing them toward your highest good. Each time you articulate a positive intention, you are planting a seed that will grow into a tangible result. Sometimes immediately, sometimes in ways that unfold gradually, but always according to the law of manifestation. The power of the word is thus both practical and spiritual, connecting the visible world with the invisible forces that govern it. Those who understand this principle realize that language is not only a tool for communication, but also a tool for creation. When you speak with purpose, your life becomes a garden of intentional design, where every word contributes to the flourishing of your circumstances. The act of speaking becomes a sacred practice, a way of shaping reality with conscious awareness. By adopting this mindset, you transform ordinary conversation into a deliberate exercise in creation, planting seeds of wealth, joy, health, and fulfillment with every utterance. Through consistent practice, the words you speak become the foundation of a life guided by intention and aligned with universal abundance. The ordinary act of speaking is elevated into a spiritual discipline, and mastery of your words becomes mastery of your destiny, for the seeds you plant in thought and speech inevitably blossom in the garden of your life. There is a remarkable power in a single, focused sentence when it is spoken with intent. and this power is magnified when it is aligned with the universal laws of abundance. The mind, the heart, and the spoken word all act as instruments in the orchestration of your reality, and when they are harmonized in a single affirmative declaration, the energy released is extraordinarily potent. The universe responds not to doubt, hesitation, or half-hearted attempts, but to clarity, faith, and decisive articulation. When you craft a sentence designed to attract wealth and speak it with complete conviction, you are planting a seed that carries within it the full potential of manifestation. This is why the sentence, "I now receive large sums of money easily and effortlessly for the highest good of all," carries such profound impact. Every word within it is intentional. The phrase, "I now receive," establishes immediacy and acceptance, signaling to the subconscious mind and to the creative forces that there is no delay, no waiting period, only readiness to accept abundance. The addition of large sums of money specifies the exact nature of the manifestation, providing the mind with a clear target rather than a vague or uncertain desire. Easily and effortlessly removes struggle from the equation, acknowledging that abundance flows naturally when resistance is removed and alignment is achieved. This phrase instructs the subconscious to release tension and fear associated with financial scarcity, allowing wealth to enter without obstacles. Finally, "for the highest good of all" elevates the affirmation beyond personal gain. By including this phrase, the sentence aligns the desire for wealth with universal principles of harmony and service, ensuring that the energy behind the words is pure, positive, and in alignment with divine law. When this sentence is spoken repeatedly, it communicates not only a desire, but a certainty to the subconscious mind. The subconscious does not analyze, judge, or question. It accepts the statement as truth and begins to shape circumstances, opportunities, and actions that will bring the affirmation into reality. This is why repetition is crucial. A single utterance has power, but consistent repetition strengthens the impression upon the subconscious and ensures that the vibrational frequency of your life matches that of abundance. In addition, speaking this sentence aloud engages multiple senses simultaneously. The mind visualizes the outcome, the body resonates with the energy of the words, and the universe perceives the vibration. Each element works in harmony, amplifying the magnetic effect of the affirmation. It is essential, however, to speak this sentence with genuine feeling. Mere mechanical repetition is less effective than words spoken with conviction, gratitude, and expectation. The heart must believe in the reality of the statement, for emotion is the fuel that propels intention into manifestation. Furthermore, this sentence works as a practical tool for reprogramming thought patterns. Many people carry subconscious beliefs of lack, limitation, or unworthiness. By consistently using a carefully constructed affirmative sentence, these limiting beliefs are gradually replaced by a framework of abundance, possibility, and empowerment. The simplicity of the sentence is its strength. It requires no complex visualization, no external rituals, only the alignment of thought, word, and feeling. By focusing on one clear sentence, the mind is not scattered by doubt or confusion, and the creative forces can work unhindered. The sentence becomes a beacon, a call to the universe, signaling readiness and openness to receive. And in response, doors begin to open, opportunities appear, and the flow of wealth is activated. Over time, the practice transforms not only circumstances, but also the speaker, cultivating a consciousness attuned to abundance, a mind that naturally recognizes opportunity, and a life where wealth is not pursued with struggle, but received as a natural expression of alignment and intention. The process demonstrates that clarity, specificity, and emotional engagement in a single sentence can wield extraordinary influence, shaping reality with precision and teaching that manifestation is both an art and a law that responds faithfully to the focused expression of desire. Faith is the foundation upon which all manifestations are built, and it is the essential ingredient that transforms words and thoughts into tangible outcomes. Without faith, even the most beautifully spoken affirmations remain inert, like seeds scattered on barren ground. Faith is the belief in the unseen, the conviction that what you desire is already in motion, even if your senses have yet to perceive it. It is the inner knowing that the universe operates under laws of exactness, that every thought, word, and feeling sets into motion a chain of events leading to the fulfillment of your intentions. When you speak an affirmative sentence to attract money or success, it is not the repetition alone that creates results. It is the faith behind the words that energizes them, giving them life and the power to draw your desire into reality. Doubt, on the other hand, acts like a shadow that stifles growth. It undermines the work of the subconscious mind, introduces resistance, and disperses the energy necessary for manifestation. The subconscious accepts whatever you impress upon it as truth, and when doubt is present, it receives conflicting instructions, creating confusion and delay. Faith removes this conflict by providing a clear, unwavering signal to the subconscious, allowing it to marshal your inner resources and align circumstances in your favor. To cultivate faith, one must first release fear, for fear and faith cannot coexist in the same moment. Fear arises from focusing on what is lacking, imagining obstacles, or worrying about the timing and manner of fulfillment. Faith, in contrast, focuses entirely on the certainty of the outcome and trusts the intelligence of the universe to bring it about. This trust is not passive. It is active, vibrant, and filled with expectation. When you speak your affirmative sentence with faith, your words become charged with a magnetic force that draws opportunities, ideas, and resources toward you. You begin to notice coincidences, chance meetings, and unexpected solutions that would have gone unseen had doubt clouded your perception. Faith also cultivates patience, for it allows you to remain steadfast in your belief even when immediate results are not visible. Understanding that the universe is always working on your behalf, often behind the scenes, enables you to maintain a positive mental and emotional state, which is essential for the law of attraction to operate effectively. Moreover, faith inspires action. It is not blind waiting. It is a confident, informed expectation that motivates you to take steps in alignment with your goals. Opportunities appear, ideas flow, and doors open precisely because your belief creates readiness to recognize and seize them. In addition, faith amplifies gratitude, which is the channel through which abundance flows most freely. When you believe wholeheartedly that what you desire is already yours, gratitude arises naturally, and this appreciation accelerates the manifestation process. The spoken word, combined with faith, forms a powerful triad alongside visualization. While visualization paints the picture of your desired outcome and words articulate it to the subconscious, faith breathes life into it, ensuring that your intention is perceived as reality by the creative forces that respond to belief. Repetition of affirmations becomes more effective when faith is present, because each utterance carries conviction rather than mere routine. The energy behind the words grows stronger with every repetition, strengthening the subconscious impression and creating momentum toward actualization. Ultimately, faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. It allows you to move through life with confidence, knowing that your declarations are being translated into reality, that the law of cause and effect is unfailing, and that your focused, faithful words are creating a life of abundance, prosperity, and fulfillment. By nurturing unwavering faith, you transform your mind into a fertile ground where desires planted as seeds through spoken words are destined to grow, flourish, and bear fruit in accordance with the divine intelligence of the universe. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe, a key that unlocks the flow of abundance and ensures that what you desire comes to you more quickly and easily. It is not merely a polite expression or a passing feeling. Gratitude is an active recognition of the goodness already present in your life and an expectation of more to come. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you align yourself with the energy of prosperity and the universe. Responds by sending opportunities, wealth, and blessings in proportion to the appreciation you express. The act of giving thanks creates a magnetic field that draws to you the circumstances and resources that fulfill your intentions. This is because the universe operates according to vibrational law. Energy attracts like energy. Gratitude raises your vibrational frequency, moving you from a state of lack, fear, or limitation into a state of openness, receptivity, and expectation. When you are truly grateful, you are no longer focused on what is missing. Instead, you are acknowledging the abundance that already exists. This shift in perception is crucial, for the mind cannot focus on both lack and abundance at the same time without creating internal conflict. By focusing on gratitude, you provide clear instructions to your subconscious mind, which works tirelessly to manifest the reality you hold in your inner consciousness. The practice of gratitude transforms ordinary experiences into lessons and opportunities for joy. Even challenges, when met with a grateful heart, reveal hidden blessings and insights. This perspective allows you to maintain a positive mental environment, which is fertile ground for the manifestation of wealth and success. Affirming gratitude daily, especially in connection with specific desires such as financial abundance, reinforces your belief in the inevitability of receiving. Phrases like, "I am grateful for the large sums of money flowing into my life," or "I give thanks for the opportunities that bring prosperity," to me serve as affirmations that not only express thanks, but also signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. Gratitude also removes resistance, which is often the greatest obstacle to manifestation. Resistance arises from fear, doubt, or a subconscious belief in scarcity. When you consciously practice gratitude, you dissolve these negative patterns and replace them with faith, positivity, and openness. Your emotional state becomes one of expectancy rather than anxiety, and this emotional alignment accelerates the process of attracting what you desire. Furthermore, gratitude strengthens your connection to the divine intelligence that governs abundance. By giving thanks for both seen and unseen blessings, you acknowledge the presence of a higher order that is orchestrating events in your favor. This acknowledgement deepens trust and reinforces your belief in the certainty of your desires being fulfilled. Gratitude also encourages the sharing of abundance, for when you recognize the gifts already given, you are more inclined to act generously and kindly toward others. This generosity, in turn, perpetuates the flow of prosperity, creating a cycle in which giving and receiving are harmoniously balanced. In daily practice, gratitude can take many forms: spoken words, written affirmations, mental acknowledgement, or acts of appreciation toward others. The key is consistency and sincerity, for the heart must genuinely feel the thankfulness being expressed. The more authentic and heartfelt your gratitude, the stronger the signal sent to the universe, and the more rapidly your affirmations bear fruit. By integrating gratitude into your daily life, particularly in conjunction with affirmative statements about wealth and prosperity, you transform the act of manifestation into a joyful, flowing process. You are no longer waiting or striving. You are participating in the natural, abundant rhythm of the universe. Gratitude ensures that your words, thoughts, and intentions are not wasted, but instead become powerful tools for attracting the financial abundance and opportunities that are your rightful inheritance. Through consistent and heartfelt gratitude, you open channels for wealth to flow freely into your life, amplifying the impact of your affirmations and aligning your entire being with the energy of prosperity. Alignment is the essential factor that transforms desire into reality, and it is far more effective than struggle, effort, or force. Many people believe that wealth, success, and happiness must be pursued through constant striving, relentless work, and sheer determination. While effort may produce temporary results, true and lasting abundance comes only when your thoughts, emotions, and words are fully aligned with the outcome you wish to manifest. Alignment means that every aspect of your being, your conscious mind, your subconscious beliefs, your emotions, and your spoken words, resonates with the same frequency of prosperity. When you are aligned, there is no internal contradiction or resistance, and the creative forces of the universe can respond without obstruction. Misalignment, on the other hand, creates blocks. When your conscious mind desires wealth, but your subconscious mind harbors fear or scarcity, the signals you send out are contradictory. The universe, which responds to the vibrations you emit rather than your mere wishes, cannot bring forth the manifestation you desire because the instructions it receives are confused. Therefore, the first step toward abundance is to examine your thoughts and beliefs. Are they consistent with the life you wish to create? Are they free of doubt, limitation, or fear? Only when your inner state matches your outer intention can the law of attraction operate effectively. Alignment also involves emotional resonance. Feelings are powerful indicators of your inner state, and they broadcast your beliefs more loudly than words alone. When you feel confident, joyful, and expectant about your financial goals, you emit a magnetic energy that draws opportunities, resources, and circumstances into your life. Conversely, negative emotions such as worry, anxiety, or resentment disrupt this flow, creating energetic friction that delays or diminishes results. Words are the bridge between thought and manifestation, and they too must be aligned with your intentions. Affirmative statements, spoken with conviction and clarity, reinforce your inner beliefs and help maintain consistency between your conscious desires and subconscious programming. By speaking affirmations that resonate with your intention and feeling, their truth within your heart, you synchronize all levels of your being. Alignment also requires detachment from the outcome in a way that allows the universe to orchestrate the best possible path to fulfillment. Obsessive control, excessive worry, or desperate striving introduces resistance, whereas trust and faith permit the natural unfolding of circumstances. This does not mean passivity. Rather, it means acting in harmony with opportunities, intuition, and inspiration while maintaining inner certainty that your desire is already in process. The principle of alignment can be observed in everyday life. When your thoughts, feelings, and words are consistent with your goals, you notice synchronicities, timely encounters, and unexpected solutions. Doors open naturally, and success appears as if drawn by an invisible hand. Misalignment produces friction. Opportunities are missed, efforts feel burdensome, and results fall short of expectations. By focusing on alignment rather than struggle, you conserve energy, reduce stress, and accelerate manifestation. You are not forcing life to conform to your wishes. You are harmonizing yourself with the natural flow of abundance. Alignment also cultivates clarity. When your mind, heart, and words are in agreement, you see clearly which actions are necessary and which are distractions. This clarity allows you to move confidently, without hesitation, and ensures that every effort contributes to your desired outcome rather than working against it. Over time, consistent alignment strengthens your ability to manifest effortlessly. The more you practice matching your thoughts, emotions, and words with your intentions, the more natural it becomes to live in a state of expectancy and abundance. Life ceases to be a struggle, and wealth, success, and opportunity flow in a manner that seems effortless yet is entirely the result of inner coherence. By prioritizing alignment over struggle, you transform manifestation into a joyful, seamless process where every thought, feeling, and word supports the creation of the life you desire. Abundance is not merely an external phenomenon. It is a state of consciousness, a natural expression of the alignment between your inner being and the universal laws. Recognizing that you have a divine right to abundance changes the way you approach life, wealth, and opportunity. Many people struggle with finances because they subconsciously believe that money is scarce, that it is earned only through suffering, or that it is reserved for others. These beliefs create invisible barriers, limiting the flow of prosperity into their lives. Understanding that abundance is your rightful inheritance shifts the perspective from lack and striving to trust and allowance. Money is not the measure of your worth, nor is it something to be feared or coveted excessively. It is a tool, a medium through which you express creativity, serve others, and fulfill your purpose. When you view wealth as a means to accomplish meaningful goals rather than an end in itself, you remove the resistance that often blocks manifestation. Claiming your divine right to abundance is not an act of greed. It is an acknowledgement that the universe is abundant and that you are a part of this abundance. By affirming this truth, you align your conscious mind with your subconscious, creating a magnetic field that draws wealth and opportunity toward you. The principle is simple. What you believe to be your rightful experience, your subconscious mind accepts as truth and works tirelessly to manifest. When you speak affirmations regarding abundance, when you think in terms of plenty rather than scarcity, you reinforce this belief and open yourself to receive. Fear, doubt, or feelings of unworthiness act as counterforces, blocking the natural flow of prosperity. These are illusions that can be dispelled by consistent affirmation, faith, and alignment. By consciously claiming your right to abundance, you replace old, limiting beliefs with empowering truths. This shift does not rely on external circumstances, timing, or other people. It is an internal transformation that positions you as a worthy recipient of wealth. Furthermore, understanding abundance as a divine right encourages responsible and generous use of resources. The universe supports those who recognize that wealth is meant to be circulated, used creatively, and shared for the good of all. Hoarding, selfishness, or fear-based accumulation disrupts the flow, whereas giving, investing, and serving amplify the magnetism of prosperity. In practical terms, claiming your divine right to abundance involves daily affirmation, visualization, and conscious awareness of opportunities. It requires gratitude for what you already possess and trust in the unseen workings of life. Each action taken from this state of assurance is more effective because it is aligned with confidence and expectation rather than uncertainty or desperation. This consciousness of entitlement does not mean passivity. It means engagement with life from a place of confidence, knowing that every step, every choice, and every thought contributes to the manifestation of abundance. When you embrace this truth, financial setbacks no longer produce fear or panic. Instead, they become temporary adjustments, opportunities for learning, and signals to realign with your purpose. Your mindset transforms from one of survival to one of creative participation in the infinite supply of the universe. Life becomes a collaborative process with the universal intelligence, rather than a battle against limitations. Each day, as you speak affirmations of wealth, act in faith, and maintain a grateful heart, you reinforce the truth that abundance is your divine inheritance. Your consciousness shifts, attracting circumstances, people, and ideas that reflect this inner knowing. Wealth flows naturally, opportunities arise with ease, and your life unfolds as a mirror of the abundance that exists within your mind, heart, and spirit. By embracing your divine right to abundance, you step fully into a life where prosperity is not a struggle or a distant goal, but a natural, effortless, and continuous expression of alignment with universal law, demonstrating that true wealth begins within and radiates outward into every aspect of existence.